What have we got here? 2018 Kia Optima FE 4.2. No, don't lie, it's a 2.4 4-cylinder. This has a little issue underneath. It's leaking. Let me show you where. There's the leak. No, not the oil coming out of the drain plug, but out of the middle of this Hyundai oil pan. Yes, it's a Kia, but it has a Hyundai oil pan on it. I'd like to say that this pan has taken a thump at some point, but I don't see it. I don't see any scars on it. But directly along that line there, it is cracked. The reason the oil is this weird colour, by the way, is I put a dye in so that I could detect the leak. Although, looking at it now, I probably didn't need it. But there you go. I wasn't sure, so needed to make sure. However, in order to get the oil pan off, you have to get this bloody compressor bracket off. And of course, in usual crappy, pissed up, screwed up, fucked up designs by morons, look at this bolt. Right up against this hose of the compressor. I mean, all they had to do was bring this down another inch, and there's room to do it. Then it wouldn't have been a problem. Now it may be a problem that I have to take the belt off and get the bolt out and get this one out. Of course, you have to get these out so that you can get this out, this mounting bracket. What a stupid fucking idea. Another fucked up design by morons. Korean or morons in this case. Good God. Such crappy design. Well, let me see. I got a... Sorry about that phone. I got a strange feeling that I'm not going to be able to get this bolt out because that is right on that pipe, and I don't think I'm going to get enough leeway because that bolt's going to be long. What a stupid idea. Well, there is no choice. You have to take the tension off the belt, loosen the belt, then you should be able to undo the bolts on the top of the compressor so that you can slide the compressor towards the front of the car, allowing you then to remove that bracket. What a stupid bunch of assholes. Well, even though I'd drained the oil, you can see whatever's dripping through from the engine is still coming through that crack. So I have the new oil pan. I'm going to fit that. The biggest pain in the ass is this compressor because the stupid design of these morons. You have to undo the two bolts at the top. Obviously, you have to take the tension off of the belt, the serpentine belt. You have to take tension off of that and unhook it from the compressor. Then loosen the bolts at the top to their maximum, and then I undid them and then just put them back in a couple of threads. Then come down here and do this bolt here. Now, it's not pushing hard against the that rubber hose there, so, you know, that's okay. Then the next thing to do is to take out these bolts. These are 12mm bolts there. The rest of the pan is 10mm, but there are two special bolts behind this bracket, which I will show you in a minute. Oh, there are those two bolts, and they are 12mm, and they are very long bolts. They go right the way through. I want to say deep into the engine, and I don't know why. Let me take one out and show you. Okay, there it is, undone. And I have no clue why it is such a long bolt. There must be a reason for it. Alright, let's get this bloody pan off. And now for a commercial interlude. No, it's not. Well, it is a commercial. It's just me telling you guys about some stuff. This is the stuff here called Plasti-Dip. I went down to my local Ace Hardware and said, hey, have you guys got any Plasti-Dip? And I think she thought I said plastic dick. And so she just laughed at me. And I said, no, it's a product. What? I said, yeah, Plasti-Dip. And anyway, she didn't... I don't think she believed me. She still thought I was talking about a dick. You get it in different colours. I got it in black because you can get it in red, you can get it in yellow, whatever colour you want. And this is the kind of results you can get from it. Right. Neat. That's about, I think that's about 3 coats I put on there. Great product. Let it dry for, I think it's 30 minutes between coats, and then 4 hours to be solidly dry. But that's great. That's gonna do. I mean, I did have originally they had plastic on there, but it just came off. So we'll see once this is dry how well it performs. I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but the split goes from here, hang on, goes from here, all the way up here, all the way up here, to here. This is obviously made of very cheap metal. Also, one of the other things is because they're too fucking cheap to use a gasket and they use this RTV sealant, it bonds very well. Great, stops a leak. However, I had to bend the fuck out of this thing to get it off. Look at that. I had to bend it that much and here to get it off. So if you're thinking of taking this pan off and putting it back on, you are very sadly mistaken. There is no way to get this bloody thing off. There's no room under there to get anything in, and obviously you don't want to damage the aluminium block, so you've got to be very careful. I used an extremely thin blade to get in this. This is where I got in first, this corner, and then I managed to lever a little bit there, but you have to be careful. This is right where the oil filter housing is, and if you lever against that, you will break it. Now there was a couple of bolts here that I could use as lever points, which managed to get that down a bit. Here, once I got the blade in, I then left the blade in and put in another chisel, because I know I'm replacing this crappy oil pan. All right. Yeah. What a fucking joke, huh? All right. Well, that's really the end of the video now. It's just put everything back. Using RTV sealant again. I don't like doing it, but they don't make a gasket for this. Or at least not that I'm aware of. So, oh, and the green oil, yeah, that's the dye, so that I could trace the leak. I think I mentioned that before. All right, get in that garage. Go do some shit. Now I've got to clean up underneath. Fortunately, I don't have to clean this pan up because it's going in the trash. Wow. I hate modern cars. This is one of the panels from underneath the car. You'll note it has a matte finish to it. Well, that's like a flock material. And you may think, wow, isn't that nice? You know, they've made it of a flock material. I suspect the reason they've done that is because then when the engine leaks oil, it is soaked in to this flock. Therefore, before you realize your car has a oil leak, the engine is destroyed, and then you have to buy a new one. Or am I just being skeptical? I don't think so.